Hi everybody, and welcome to my 100 subs Q&A audio. As of right now, there's 241 of you now, and once again, I'd like to thank each and every single one of you guys for hitting that subscribe button and liking my content. You have no idea how much I appreciate it, how much it means to me that you guys, come by, listen to my audios, enjoy it enough to, hit that thumbs up or even subscribe to my channel. And once again, thank you for doing so. Okay, so for this Q&A audio, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to break it up into two parts because there were a bunch of questions, and I'm afraid that if I were to record all of them and answer all of them, this video or audio would take so long to listen through. So I'm going to break it up into two parts, and it's pretty much going to be about half and half. I think I have just like a little over 50 questions, so I'm going to have to break it up into two parts, about 20 something. So bear with me, and if I don't get to your question in this audio, I am going to be doing a part 2 to this audio. So, don't worry if I didn't answer your question this time around, it will get answered. So yeah, because I appreciate the time you guys took to, drop a comment and leave a question. So I'm definitely going to answer your questions. I just may not get around to it this time. So yeah. Anyway, in no particular order. Actually, I lied. There is a particular order. I'm basically going to do it from the very first question I got asked and then just kind of like scrolled up. So yeah. Okay. All right. So the very first question I got asked was, it kind of threw me in for a loop because, like, it caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, here we go. The question is, how would you respond if you got called daddy? Okay, I'd be flattered. Um, I'm not really sure how to elaborate on it, but yeah, flattered would have to be my word of choice. Um, hey, everybody's got their preference. Everybody has their own thing, and hey, whatever floats your boat. Next question is, how did you come up with your YouTube channel? Well, the thing is, I actually have two channels. This one is dedicated mainly towards, what you hear as far as like ASMR audios, the roleplay audios, things like that. My other channel was kind of like a little project I had going on. Without getting too much into it, it was basically just like supposed to be like an index of audio recordings that I would leave behind for people, for people to discover whenever I found the right time to, let them in on that little secret project I had going. But it kind of started to get a little bit cluttered over there because I just started posting, random stuff, and from there I just I decided to make another audio channel because I was encouraged by another YouTuber by the name of Skye over on SkyeVibesAudio, and I'll leave a link to her channel in the description below. But she heard some of my stuff and she encouraged me to, start making these audios for people, and I decided to give it a try, and well, here we are. Guess the rest is history, huh? All right. What made you want to do voice acting, and how old are you? Well, when I read that question, I was like, well, is that what this is? I hadn't actually considered voice acting really. It never really crossed my mind. Um, I think mainly because what you hear is the real me. I don't actually act. Um, this kind of goes along with some of the questions that you guys ask later on, but yeah, I never really considered voice acting, and I don't really consider this voice acting. I mean, it can be in a way, but personally, I don't think it's voice acting. I just do it. I just speak as I normally would in a given situation. And how old am I? How old do you think I am? I won't say any more than. Oh, excuse me. I just hiccuped. I won't say any more than that, but you'll just have to use your imagination. But I've been told I sound really, really young. But then again, I could be really, really old. Do you have any ASMR channels that you look up to, and do you use scripts for your audios, or is it improv? I do, actually. As I mentioned before, SkyeVibesAudio is a channel that I look up to. Um, I was following her channel a little bit after I'd started the previous channel, and you know, the reason why I look up to hers is because, for one, they've helped me, get through some tough spots. Besides just having trouble sleeping, just personal things. Just her audio just have just a calming, soothing effect. For me, and it helped me get through some tough times. Sorry, I can't talk. I just got done eating an ice cream cone, so my tongue is kind of a little bit numb. But yeah, her audio is still, even to this day, they still help me, calm down and get my mind right. So, her channel is something I look up to, and the fact that she encouraged me to start this channel, it's even more of a reason to look up to her. Yeah, and if you haven't already, uh, checked her stuff out, I suggest you do. It's just really, really good stuff. As far as scripts or improv, some of you might be surprised to find out that this is all improv. There's something about being myself that makes recording easier. I don't have to worry about how I say a line, or if there should be a pause here or there, or if this is how I really would sound, or it's hard to try and sound natural when you're reading from a script, for me anyway. So it's easier to just say things off the cuff, because that's how I would actually act. And generally when things are natural, it sounds better. So and like I said, it might surprise you, because some of these situations, I guess, may sound planned out. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I just hit record and I say what I say in an audio and that's what comes out. Like, it takes a little bit of thinking. Like, I have to think about what situation I'm in, and think about how I would react. Basically, it's kind of like when you have an argument with somebody, or you get into like a verbal discussion, and then you walk away from it, and then you have this thought where you're like, oh man, I should have said this. Well, I basically think about it from that perspective. Like, okay, this is what I would say, and this is how I would say it. So it's kind of like, putting yourself in that retrospect kind of, mindset. So yeah, yeah, I don't use scripts, because I tried at one point. I tried writing dialogue for myself, and even then I was like, this is hard for me to say, even though I wrote it. So, yep. How long do you plan on being in the ASMR roleplay community? Well, as long as you'll have me. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I don't, unless I get punched in the throat and lose my voice. I plan on doing these audios for as long as I'm able to. And if you guys like them, cool. If not, then oh well, it is what it is. Honestly, if I were to lose all my subs, I'd probably still make audios. Just, I don't know, because I want to leave something behind. Do you have any ideas on what you want to do for future audios? Um, I don't really. Um, Honestly, I kind of just wing it. Most of the time, the inspiration for my audios comes at the drop of a hat, and I just act on it. It just depends on how I feel, and along with that, it depends on even if I can, even record. So sometimes, I'm busy and I can't find the time or the place to record. So, that doesn't really offer much time for thinking on what I want to do for anything I want, for future audios. So I guess to answer your question, I don't know what my future audios are going to be about, but I do know that there's obviously going to be more role plays and relaxation audios, and I do plan on doing a series or two. So stay tuned. How do you feel about having over 100 subs already? Oh my goodness. I feel grateful, just utterly, utterly grateful, among other things. Um, I honestly didn't think people would show up as fast as they did, and like my stuff as much as you guys have. I went into this without any sort of expectations, really. I mean, I just put up the audio, left it alone, and then when the views and the subscribers and the likes started popping up more and more, my eyes kind of bugged out of my head. I was like, holy shit, people are liking my stuff enough to subscribe? What? You know? So every time I see another subscriber, or I see that, that number go up, or, somebody likes an audio or something, I kind of get this like goofy look on my face, and I'm like, oh my god, there's another one. It's awesome. So, it still does take me by surprise. And the fact that there's, already 241 of you, that just blows my mind, honestly. And like I said, I'm just, if I could find another word better than grateful, that's a word I would use. What inspired you to start making ASMR audios? Well, again, over on from SkyeVibesAudio, she encouraged me to do so, and I went for it. I I didn't really think my voice was that great, but she said that it was calming, so I figured, why not? And I guess she was right, considering you guys seem to like my voice too. Next question. Do you go to school? I do not. Not anymore, anyway. It's been a little while since I've been to any sort of learning institution. I kind of do want to go back and learn more, but at the same time, like, I'd rather learn things on my own at my own pace without having to worry about failing, because I hate failing. But yeah, I do not go to school. Okay. Do you have any siblings? If so, how many? I am an only child. There's more to that story, but yeah, I don't have any siblings. And, well, okay, I take that back. I do have a half brother running around somewhere. And if he somehow recognizes my voice, somehow, which I think is impossible, hi. What is your favorite animal? Hmm, this is a hard one. But if I had to choose, it'd have to be a wolf. Um, not really sure why. I guess that's just the first thing that pops in my head whenever somebody asks me this question. Um, or at least it's the one thing I kind of go back to. I just have this thing for how they act, both as like a pack and as individuals. They just seem sort of like, I don't know, just there's a lot to them, and there's like a lot of mystery behind them. And I don't know. I guess I really don't know how to answer this one or elaborate on that, but yeah, it'd probably be a wolf. This next one. Why are you so awesome? um, I personally don't think I'm that awesome, but I am flattered that you think so. Um, you guys inspire me to keep making more audios, so I guess in a way, it's because of you guys. I make these audios because you like them, so I'll keep making more. So it's kind of like we have this sort of awesome relationship. So yeah, thank you. How many subscribers are you reaching for? Well, I really don't have a goal in mind. As I said before, I didn't have any expectations going into this. I didn't plan on trying to reach a certain number of subs. I just kind of posted the video and just wanted to see what would happen. Um, if honestly, if you like my stuff enough to hit that thumbs up or even subscribe, or you know what, and if you listen to my stuff and you get some sort of relief or comfort and you don't subscribe or hit that thumbs up button, as long as you get some sort of relief or comfort from it, that's enough for me. That's really what I do this for. um, if I post these videos or audios for you guys to listen to and enjoy, and if you do, then awesome. I'm glad. That's all I need as far as satisfaction. So I don't need to reach a certain number of subscribers. I'm just here for you guys. Well, yeah, I'm just here for you guys. Okay. Do you have a girlfriend? I do not. Um, that's all I'll say. Is I do not have a girlfriend. Do you have an Instagram or any social media? I do have an Instagram and Facebook, but that's my personal one, and I'm trying my absolute hardest to keep my channel here and my personal life separate. Um, this kind of goes along with another question down the road, and you'll know why I try and keep those things separate. If you didn't have to sleep, what would you do with the extra time? Uh, I'd probably make more audios, to be honest with you. I actually, I really enjoy these. Um, but, I wish I could make more. But, sleep, work kind of gets in the way. So, besides that, I think I'd want to spend time working on myself. I like to learn and experience new things. So if I had more time to dedicate towards that, that's probably what I would be doing. What are some small things that make your day better? Well, it's not a small thing by any means, but your guys' comments here on my audios make my day better. Honestly, they do. Like, every time I get a notification, um, when you guys leave a comment, it kind of brightens my day. Aside from that, a good cup of coffee goes a long way. And more than anything, I think good music makes my day a lot better. Now that can go both ways. I when I'm having a bad day, I end up listening to like sad music, and it kind of just brings me lower, which is really bad. But whenever I'm having good days, I like to listen to happy music, and it just lifts my mood. What movie or TV shows do you refuse to watch? I don't actually watch TV as much, but whenever I do, I tend to avoid reality TV shows. Um, I'll watch any movie once, and I'm talking like any movie. I don't know. I feel like any movie is watching at least once, and then from there you can decide whether or not it's good or bad. I mean, there are exceptions, of course, but not that I can think of any right now. But I'm sure there's a movie out there that if I watched maybe like the first 20 minutes, and if I really, really hate it that much, I'm just gonna not watch it. But yeah, reality TV shows I tend to avoid. Um, I'll skip past those. But like I said, I'll watch any movie once. Okay, what's something you like to do the old-fashioned way? A lot of people don't know this about me, but I like to churn butter. No, not really. I didn't know how to answer this question. So, um, if I had to name something, I would honestly have to say, um, this might be a really cheesy answer, but it's the only one I could come up with. But it's simply being a gentleman and having manners. Um, I can't really think of any sort of like actual activity, but when I read this question, I thought about, chivalry and chivalry, yeah, chivalry and stuff like that. Saying yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am, holding the door open for people, letting ladies go first, things of that nature. And and it's one thing, like one thing that kind of stands out for me is um, when you're walking down the sidewalk in the presence of a lady, if yeah, the male or yeah, the male tends to walk on the street side. There's a reason for that, but it goes back to like medieval times and stuff. But yeah, it's like things like that. I like to do the old-fashioned way. Not sure why. It just kind of stuck with me, I guess. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely more, I guess, unfiltered every once in a while. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, being a gentleman and having manners is something I like to do. What is the most heartwarming thing you've ever seen? Just recently, I saw a guy spontaneously propose on stage at a Maroon 5 concert. Uh, uh, Adam Levine said if he did so, he'd dedicate the next song to him. So this dude runs from his seat, he jumps the barricade, gets tackled by security. They let him up on stage, and they call the girl up there, and he got down on one knee and did everything. And it was really heartwarming. And at the same time, I was like, dude, this guy just set the bar high for every guy in that arena. Like, how do you compete against that? So, yeah, that's probably gonna be the most heartwarming thing I've seen recently. What movie title best describes your life? As far as titles go, I would have to say The Pursuit of Happiness. Not necessarily the plot, but if we're just talking titles, then yeah, Pursuit of Happiness. To me, I just want to be happy, um, and it's really simple, uh, or at least as far as what I want, it's simple. I just want to be happy. Next question is, how long does it take to write a script? Well, it doesn't take any time because I don't write them. um, the only things I do write, the only things I open up my phone notepad and write down for is I write down a basic idea, an outline slash situation, and then from there at least I can remember what I guess the topic of the audio would be. Um, like I said, I've written dialogue for myself before, but I felt that was more like cookie cutter. Like I felt like it was too planned. And what I wanted to do in these audios was give you like the most natural and genuine side of me that I could. Obviously, things don't always work out the way they do in my audios. Like life doesn't always work out that way, but the possibility that it can is actually, I guess, I feel like it's a little bit more like the odds of something in my audios happening in real life. Just to me is more than I guess some other audios. Um, I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, I think the only thing I really write down is an outline, and yeah. Do you speak any foreign languages? Fluently? No. The only foreign language I ever took was like 1 year of Spanish and then 3 years of American Sign Language back in high school. But don't ask me to, you know, don't ask me to sign any sort of like coherent sentences because I've pretty much lost all of it. Um, if I was to encounter a deaf person and I needed to communicate with them, the only thing I'd probably be able to do is spell things out, and that would take a really, really long time. But the cool thing is, I've conversed with deaf people, and they're really nice and understanding, and so yeah. What is your favorite movie? Okay, I kind of had to think about this one because I like a lot of movies out there, but at the same time, I am not current with any movies whatsoever. Um, this is as far back as I go. Like the last current movie I saw, I believe, was Jumanji. No, yeah, I think it was Jumanji. Sorry, I had to think for a second there. Um, Not my favorite, but my favorite one so far that I've decided on was 12 Strong. Um, that movie with Chris Hemsworth, and it's about the Green Berets going into Afghanistan right after 9/11, based on a true story. To be honest, I'm a war movie kind of guy. Um, I like the I like the depictions. If done right, makes for a really good movie, makes for a really good storytelling, and yeah, uh, action movies, sometimes. But okay, I take it back. Yeah, I like action movies, but if I were to peg myself for any sort of movie, it'd be more of a war movie kind of genre. What is your first name? Okay, well, here we go. My first name is from me, and my last name being to you. Yeah, I'm not gonna share any personal details here, um, just because I like to keep this channel and my personal life separate, as I said before. Okay, where are you from? Okay, there are some of you that know where I'm from. All I'll say is that I originated somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. Now, that could mean anything. That could be the coastline of California, the coastline of one of the islands in Japan. That could be, I don't know, that could be anywhere, just as long as it fits somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. But I'll just say that's where I'm from, is somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. Would you ever do a face reveal? Um, Probably not. Um, and here's the reason. I want to be whoever you want or need me to be. Whatever or whoever comes to mind whenever you hear my voice, that's simply who I am, because that's who you're comfortable with. When you first hear my voice, more than likely what's going to happen is you're going to form this mental image of somebody in your head that goes along with my voice. And I don't want to take that away from you. Not that I'm insecure with how I look, but I guess I want to keep that magic for you. And I also like the air of mystery that goes with people not knowing who I am. And, maybe there's a possibility that, we may have passed each other up on the sidewalk and you may not have even known it. What color are your eyes and hair? Well, I don't want to ruin anything for you as far as your mental image of me, but my hair is black and sometimes brown, sometimes both. And my eyes are the color of milk chocolate. What are your favorite films and books? Like I said, my favorite movie is 12 Strong at the moment. My favorite books would have to be the Mountain Man series by Keith C. Blackmore. It's about this guy who's surviving a zombie apocalypse in a mountain home that he kind of commandeered, took over, and basically, like, I guess prepping, and he kind of makes like essentially like a fortress out of it, and he's going about his day-to-day life and surviving. And it's like a 3 series like book, and yeah, it's just good stuff. Okay, do any of your friends or family know about your ASMR channel on YouTube, and what do they think about it? So, okay, they do not. Nobody within my, I guess, close circle of friends or family know about it. Nobody knows about it. Um, I like I said, I like to keep the two separate. There's no reason really. I just like the fact that I have a sort of secret identity, and honestly, if anybody that I knew were to stumble upon my channel and recognize my voice and like say, "Hey, is that you?" I'd probably deny it at first, but then as more, they find out more and more, they'll be like, no, this is you. And I'm like, yeah, it's me. Just don't tell anybody. So, yeah, I don't know. I like to have that. I like to have this sort of air of mystery around me because, well, one thing, if if you do ever meet me in person, um, I don't know how likely that would be, but if you meet me in person, I'm kind of like an open book. You know, you ask me questions, and I'll pretty much just tell you what you need to know, which would make for, I'd make a really really bad hostage, and it'd make interrogating me really easy. But um, yeah, I like to tell people what they want to know, but in this case, I want to keep my ASMR uh, person persona uh, a secret. So if you do know who I am, please, for the love of God, do not tell anybody. Okay, well, that wraps it up for part one of this Q&A audio. Um, and like I said, I'm really sorry if I didn't get to your question this time around, but please bear with me. There, like, I answered about 30 questions just now, and seeing as how like it's just a long time to answer questions, and it would make for a really really long audio, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to sit through like 45 minutes to an hour of me just answering questions. So like I said, I apologize if I didn't get to your question, but rest assured your questions will be answered. um, what I plan on doing is the next time I release um, the part two, I'm gonna release another audio that I've got in the works. Um, yeah. So you're gonna you're gonna get a twofer for being patient and bearing with me. And once again, I'm sorry I can't record as much as I want to and release things as much as I want to, simply because of work and life in general. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking around, being patient, and once again liking my stuff. And for the questions that I did answer in this first segment, I really appreciate you guys, dropping that question, and hopefully I answered your questions satisfactorily, and hopefully it gives you a little bit more of a insight onto a little bit of who I am, even though it probably leads to more questions. But yeah, once again, thank you for stopping by and subscribing, liking, and enjoying my stuff. And for now, I'm gonna quit rambling because I'm pretty sure by now you're sick of hearing my sick of hearing my voice. And if you're gonna stick around and listen to more stuff, I don't want you hating my voice. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next audio. And once again, thank you. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.